What's up, everybody? I'm Norman Douglas. Today we're going to talk about the stimulus checks that you may be getting from the government during the whole COVID-19 issue or pandemic. Again, Norman Douglas. I own the Kansas Bankruptcy Center located in Wichita, Kansas. You can go to mybankruptcymeeting.com and you can schedule a free consultation there if you would like to talk more about bankruptcy and you're located within Kansas and looking to file a Chapter 7, excuse me, or a Chapter 13. So again, we're going to talk a little bit about the stimulus checks that most people will probably be receiving from the government during the whole COVID-19 or coronavirus pandemic. And so I was thinking about this the other day, and sometimes there's a lot of stuff going on right now. There's a lot of unprecedented things happening. And so, for instance, Kansas, they have suspended new filings of foreclosures and evictions. A lot of times creditors are going to be working with you regarding car payments, regarding repossessions potentially, even regarding credit card payments and whatnot. Rent, your landlords may be working with you a little bit regarding your rent payments. So the issue becomes is that what should you do with that stimulus money? Clearly needs before wants, right? But if you can pay your mortgage, if you can pay your rent, if you can pay your car payments, you probably want to continue paying those items. A few reasons. One, say you pay $1,000 a month rent to your landlord, and he says, you know what, you can take this month off, or you can take the next 2 months off. The problem becomes is now you owe him $2,000, and you're 2 months behind come 2 months from now. The problem with that is that landlord probably has a mortgage on your building or the house that you live in, and he has to make payments, and he has to, be current with the bank. Otherwise, they're going to try to foreclose on him. So what happens is this cumulative effect where he gives you 2 months off, you're now saving $2,000. He may also be taking some relief from the bank by skipping his 2 months. The problem becomes is 2 or 3 months from now, you still owe him $2,000 in rent that's now back paying, and he may owe the mortgage company mortgage payments on that rental house, or he may have modified his loan or something like that where he owes it at the end, unsure. But if you're a month-to-month renter, you're probably going to owe that $2,000 when we come out of this, and they can start up evictions again, they can start up foreclosures again, car repossessions, all that kind of jazz. So the problem becomes is if you say, hey, I'm going to take this $1,000 and not pay my rent this month, even though I may have the money to do it, or things might be tight, you're going to owe that $1,000 on the back end. And then that can become a problem because as you get back into work, you've probably had some other expenses come up during this couple of months that everybody's been off, and that's going to cause a real problem. And then what happens is there is no moratorium on or suspension on foreclosures or evictions, and then they can file those, right? And then now you have a huge problem because now you're a few months behind, and now you're looking at bankruptcy to potentially help you. Bankruptcy can potentially help you, but it's better not to get in that spot in the first place, right? And so again, needs over wants, of course, and maybe food over rent, especially if your landlord is going to work with you. But seriously consider what you're using that stimulus money for, what you're using your unemployment for, or what you're using maybe these last two or few paychecks you have coming in, what you're using them for. I would argue that you still want to pay those rent bills, pay that rent, pay that mortgage if those are items that you want to keep when we come out of this here in a couple of months. Back in 2008, the government really didn't help anybody who was kind of slammed by the whole housing bubble and the housing issue. A lot of people lost their houses, and a lot of people got in a bad way due to that situation. So, of course, don't plan on anybody helping you in this, whether it's the government or your landlord or whatnot, but try to make those payments on those things that you want to keep and those things that you need to have. And then hopefully we all get out of this sooner than later, and hopefully I won't see a lot of you in here. But if you do and you have questions or you're just getting farther behind, we would love to help. So you can go to mybankruptcymeeting.com and you can schedule that free consultation with me. I'd be happy to talk. Again, right now we're doing it over the phone, but anytime I'd love to talk to you. So again, mybankruptcymeeting.com, and I will see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.